Get after it, MP.
MP, you win the play of the month so much this year.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and Happy New Year. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. You look at the Warriors, they're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
Well, I think for San Antonio, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Patrick Williams, Brandon Pajemski out there with Usman Garuba, and it's Bolden in at the 4 slot. And for the Spurs, they've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Webb in at the 2. And with New Year's Day upon us, Grant, what goes through your mind as a player?
Wow, another new year, new possibilities. Time to put it in gear as the NBA action heats up. Teams that survive this stretch run start to become real contenders.
Here we go. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And as a catalyst for his team offensively, MP has stated his focus on setting up his teammates. He wants to be a top distributor.
Promising to get your team more involved like MP has can be a tricky thing because now your guys are expecting more touches and they'll all be calling for the ball. But if MP can control the offense and consistently make smart choices with the ball, it'll be a huge lift for this squad.
For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Thanks, BA. I spoke with MP before the game about his playmaking, and he told me his goal is pretty simple. When he creates more opportunities for his team than their opponents can, they usually win. So that's what he's set on doing.
Yeah, seems pretty straightforward. Thanks for that, Allie. Counted from distance. Webb's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Pass to the dude. Wembanyama, the pass to the dude. Shot clock at 6. Around the back and lays it in. Nice.
Ooh, just waltzes down the lane, goes behind the back. Superb.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. That Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. The dude passes to Wembanyama. Here's Webb. To the left side wing. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And he makes it. He has 7.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Bolden. Now here's Podziemski. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And here's a look at some numbers for Keontae George.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Here's Webb. Here's the dude. Podziemski grabs the board.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Outside, Williams. They set the pick. It's Podziemski on the wing. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And the Warriors miss again.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Pass to Castle. Here's the dude. And it's in there. The dude's got his second basket.
I just love the ball movement.
Warriors trail by 9. Here's Bolden. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And Williams punches it home.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to Bolden. Outside Podziemski. There's a screen from Garuba. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
Here's Bolden. Still no points. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Williams. Can't nail the jumper.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Brunson is checked in for Bolden. Pass to Pajimski. And a missed layup.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Out to the wing. Wembanyama screen. Here's Castle. Here's Webb. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Webb's got 9.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And we've got word on some action happening in the Eastern Conference. Shams, what's the latest?
Hey, Brian. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Orlando Magic have announced their latest move. They made a deal to acquire Austin Reeves in a move I'm told they believe will add crucial depth to their lineup. He can fill a lot of holes offensively, and he's the kind of player they're hoping can give them some stability on that side of the floor.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Pajemski. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's the dude. Brunson defending. The dude's shot is off. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Brunson misses.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Pass to Webb. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Brunson, coming off a solid outing against Memphis. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Spurs lead by 12. Here's the dude. Castle misses. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Now, here's Williams. 17 points in his last outing. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Wembanyama against Williams. The drive by Wembanyama. Banked it in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 14.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here we are in the middle of the season. Let's see where the Western Conference standings sit. You look at San... Warriors trail by 16. We've got Wembanyama, and it's the dude in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. San Antonio has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
He misses the free throw. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
To the wing, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Here's the dude. Brunson defending. Dennis gets the bucket.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to the dude. Clock at 6. Here's Dennis. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
To the paint. Here's George. Pass to Bolden. His first shot attempt. Rebound by San Antonio. And this squad has managed the unthinkable, stringing together 34 straight wins and eager to add number 35 tonight. To say they're on a heater is an understatement.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude in their last time out against the Knicks was outstanding. He contributed 62 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Outstanding. Thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Valentine passes to Wembanyama. Here's Hall. No made baskets yet. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Stripped it away. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Valentine. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Spurs lead by 17. Now here's George. 7 points in the game. Inside. McGee for 3. Drills it from deep. McGee's got his first 3 points of the game. Spurs lead by 14. Pass to the dude. Driving in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
For 3, George knocks down the triple. George has got 10.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
It's good.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
Pass to Brunson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And I like it. I mean, using the strong frame, Brunson pushes through the foul and sinks the shot.
Holmes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
The dude gets the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
So it's the Warriors now. 15-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Going inside, Garuba. And he buries his first look.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Holmes. Here's the dude. Got it. The dude's got 7 points for the quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. From the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continues to add to that.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Goes up at the stripe, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Here's the dude. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
George outside. Let's go with a 3. And Holmes pulls it down. Spurs lead by 12. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And the Warriors make some changes. Bolden, he's checked in for McGee. Williams comes in for Brunson, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for George. Pass to Bolden. Now here's Podziemski. To the right side. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. San Antonio's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. The dude gets the bucket.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Warriors trail by 16. Here's Bolden. Sohan covering for 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. The Warriors shooting just under 40% from the field. Outside, Williams. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Check it out, the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been scorching the nets from range the last 10 games. Number 1, San Antonio.
Well, this has been a hot three-point shooting team, and it starts with their passing, moving the ball to get quality looks.
San Antonio on D. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Outside Pajemski. This one for three. Williams, that's good. Williams has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Warriors trail by 17. On the take. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And so the San Antonio Spurs, they're feeling great, a 21-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the San Antonio Spurs.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside game, everything away from the bucket opens up.
And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
Kyrie is a huge addition to this team. You need scoring, he lights it up like few can. You want passing, Irving can run the offense at a high level.
Yeah, when he's on, the offense is on, period.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year's to all of you as we continue our broadcast. Warriors trail by 21. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Brandon Pajemski. Williams is out there with Usman Garuba, and it's Bolden in at the 4 spot. Pass to Pajemski. The three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. That one's good for 2.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Well, the Warriors shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Here's Garuba. Here's Bolden. Outside, Williams. 6 to shoot. That one drops for him. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Castle. Goes up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Bolden. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Pass to Bolden. And here is Williams. Uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's the dude. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Yep, that one goes. The Dudes got 6 points in the quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Pass to Bolden. Here's Garuba. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. The Dude gets the bucket. The Dude's got 28.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Pajemski. Outside Williams. There's a screen from Garuba. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 12.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. A minute 53 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Brunson passes to George. Now Pajemski. 10 points for him. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
The Warriors shooting about 40% so far in the third. Outside Brunson. Looking to end this cold spell. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Tries the spin move. Sohan, the pass to the Dude. And he makes it on the layup. The Dude's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
George, right side. Hits the trifecta. George has got 13.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Hall's checked in for Pajemski. Here's George. He's got 13. "15 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Puts up a three. The shot misses. He gets it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's San Antonio. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jeremy Sohan out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Castle, and it's the dude in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. The Warriors shooting 40% from the field in this one. Pass to Brunson. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Great open look there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's George. The D's right on him. Pass to Brunson. Clock at 6. Nice move. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Brunson's got 24.
And you just can't let Brunson get to his spots. I mean, he's an excellent mid-range shooter.
The dude gets the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Brunson outside. He buries it from 3. Brunson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Double on Wembanyama. Pass to the dude from behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. The dude's got 43 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Here's Brunson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Stan, what's one rule you'd change if you could be commissioner for a day? Pass to the dude. Warriors with the rebound. Garuba's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Bolden. Here's Garuba. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, the rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the dude, and he jams it home with authority.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Outside, Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
San Antonio leading by 23. Pass to the dude. Here's Castle, defended by Pajemski. And Castle with the 3. Castle's got 8 points in the quarter.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Dennis. Here's the dude. Yep, that one's good. The dude's got 47 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, He's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now Williams. 1:19 left in the fourth. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Spurs.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And what a huge performance it was for the dude.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Pass to Castle. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the dude. And yes, another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Outside Pajemski. Outside Williams. Pass to Bolden. Can't get it to fall. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.
That's what I'm talking about. Another day, another win. Good work. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. What's up, MP?
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Well, with the season right near the halfway point, what better time to check in and see what rookies have helped their teams the most and how they stack up in the rookie race as they all vie for Rookie of the Year. While not in the top 5 currently, he's definitely on the radar screen, and he's been playing some very solid basketball.
And it's been quite a rookie season for this group. Amazing how well they've adapted to the professional game.
Boy, it really is. There have been very few growing pains for this group, and it's no small sample size we've seen. They've been at it for months. These are bona fide NBA players now.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got Porzingis. Christie is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And for San Antonio, we've got Webb. Castle is out there with the dude. Then there's Wembanyama. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Here's Williams. What a tremendous game he played against New York. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Here's the dude, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Webb with it. Spurs working the ball around now. Down low, Wembanyama. Porzingis with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Launches a three. Cans it from downtown.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Poked loose and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Porzingis can't hit. And the Spurs with possession. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Now here's Williams after the miss from the dude. Porzingis kicks to Williams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a couple of threes now in the first for Oklahoma City. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Here's Christie, another key contributor to that nice win against New York. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Second free throw, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Castle. From the arc. Christie with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He takes it in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Wembanyama after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Christie. Here's the dude. Buries it down low. The dude's got 8 points.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Williams for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Pass to the dude. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Ball stolen. And they're on the break. Now Webb. The baseline J. They get the rebound. Here's Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Williams. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Webb the pass to the dude. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Williams, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Outside, Porzingis. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 4. Pass to Castle. Again, the Spurs good for 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porzingis can't hit. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 6. Now here's Williams. Five on the clock. Porzingis with a screen on Webb. Nobody near Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the inside. Bona. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Webb, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Thunder making a change here. Porter's checked in. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's Porter. 17 points in his last outing. Porzingis sets the pick for Williams. Over Webb. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Inside. Outside for Wembanyama. Fires the 3. Webb can't hit. Thunder trailing by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. And that one's good by Porter.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the dude in the last outing against Phoenix was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and what a game it was, posting a triple-double. He put on a show. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And that one drops for him.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Porter's got 5 now.
Nice pull-up Jay there by Porter. Keeping the defense on their toes and striking fast.
And it's good. 2 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Williams after the made shot from the dude. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Porter. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. 8 points for him. San Antonio leading by 8. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Valentine's shot, good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Thunder trailing by 10. And a wide open look for Porter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
The dude passes to Holmes. Now Williams. With 4 seconds on the clock. Misses the layup.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
The dude out there with Castle. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Valentine. And it's Dennis in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's Porter. The tray. Rebounded by Castle.
And they continue to control the glass.
In the corner, Valentine with it. Pass to Castle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
That's good from Castle. So he gets them both. Thunder trailing by 9. And here's Porter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. To the middle. Here's the dude, guarded by Porter. Takes the 13-footer. Yep, that one goes in there. Castle's got 11 points.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Bona. And here's Porter. Here's Green. No scoring in this one. Back to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's the screen. Jacks up a 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Count it. Good. 16 points for the dude.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Porter dishes to Green. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside Porter. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Sohan.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
From 10 feet out, the shot, no good. Great D that time from the dude. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Sohan. Here's the dude. It's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Buries it from three-point range. Castle's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Porter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Thunder making the shot. Good work there as it goes. Valentine's got 6 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Now here's Green. Hasn't made one yet. Here's the dude, guarded by Porter. Here's the dude. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Trent can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Valentine. Here's Gary. Up and in on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 17.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The Spurs have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
They set the screen. That shot wide open. Porter's got 19 points.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
To the paint. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. Especially on the interior.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Thunder. They trail by 18. From deep. Porter can't get that one to fall. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Knicks. Pass to Sohan. The 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Thunder trailing by 21. It's Porter outside, and that one is off. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Zohan, the pass to the dude. Valentine with it. 6 points for him. Pass to the dude. Here's Castle. The Thunder pull it in. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Oklahoma City shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now, here's Porter. 19 points in the game. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porter's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's the dude. Porter pulls it in.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got his second basket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at the dude. He's out in front. The fans reacting to his wonderful play this year in the Western Conference.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Christie against Webb. Here's Christie. It's blocked. 1:49 left in the first half. Pass to the dude. Now, here is Webb. For the 3, trains the three-pointer. Webb's got 5 points so far.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Christie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. It's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Christie after the made shot from the dude. To halt the run, Christie can't make it. San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. Back to Webb. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
29 seconds left now here in the second. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closely. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Back to Valentine. Wembanyama outside. Pass to the dude. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Williams. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And so it's San Antonio ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
I've got a good idea who I want to see make the cut. So far, these results are close, but I know what I'm thinking. It's right there, Shaq.
That's why this is a democracy, Kenny. One person doesn't get to choose.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Spurs.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Christie. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away. Pass to the dude. Here's Wembanyama. And at last they get one to fall.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Over to the wing. Here's Christie. Still yet to score. From 13, the shot will not fall. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's the dude. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Webb. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Outside for Wembanyama. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Porzingis with the ball. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. 4 on the clock. Puts it up. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to the dude. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Christie. Williams scanning the floor. The Thunder with another miss.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. The shot's good from Christie.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to the dude. Here's Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's the dude. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. To the inside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Bangs home the trifecta. 11 points in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. For San Antonio, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Porzingis. Offline with his 3. San Antonio's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Wembanyama passes to the dude. Here's Castle. He's got 16. Pass to Webb, just 5 to shoot. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect. Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
To the middle, here's Williams. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got 6 points.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Pass to Wembanyama. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Bilic outside. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside off the mark. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And that one's good. The dude. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Porzingis. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Wembanyama against Porzingis. Here's the dude. He's got 26. Here's Webb. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
is very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Here's the dude, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Castle. Over Christie. Castle misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the miss from the dude.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Spurs.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Dennis passes to Holmes. Here's Dennis. Here's the dude. 28 points for him. To the wing right side. Spurs passing it around. From 17 feet out. Count the basket. Dennis has got his first basket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Left side, Porzingis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bilic, guarded by Holmes. Bilic. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got 8 rebounds in this game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Then for the Thunder, Trent's checked in, and Kevin Porter's subbed in for Williams. And that one's good by Porter.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights, and the way he's playing, this could be one.
And it's good for 2. 32 points for the dude.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. .58 seconds left to play in the third. The rebound by the Spurs. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And that one's good, the dude.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
No one covering. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Now, here's Porter. He's got 23. No good on the 3. Here's the dude. Porter pulls it in. The dude passes to Valentine. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Spurs haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 11 feet away, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's San Antonio, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Dosunmu is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's the dude, and it's Dennis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Down low, stolen away. Elbow shot, and he comes up with the deuce. And that's now 8 points here for Jalen Williams.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
The shot's good from Christian.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's the dude, and it's blocked. Outside Williams. Pass to Porter. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. No good that time.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. And that'll be his third foul so far. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Green. Now here's Porter. There's the pick. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 28 points for the game.
You love Porter's effort level on offense. He works hard to find his shot.
And that one's good, the dude.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Watch him.
Vassell against Williams. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Green, no luck. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, the dude.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now Williams. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him, or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Inside, here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Green, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Green.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's the dude. Nice for the hoop.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. Knocked away. Here's Gornev. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Christie. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Gary, guarded by Porzingis. Porzingis with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Pass to Green. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. 8 points for Porzingis. Here's the dude. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thunder have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Christie the pass to Porzingis. Here's Christie. Trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him. Goes back up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's the dude. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Christie. Bilic drops in the tray.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
That one is off. San Antonio making a switch here. Gillespie's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Jalen Williams is checked in for Green. Thunder have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. A floater. The rebound by Dosunmu. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Pass to Sohan. There's the 3. Kept alive. Here's the dude. Another shot, and he drives in. Misses at the rim. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Outside Williams. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
All sorts of time. Christie can't make it.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis sets the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And it's Gillespie missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Porzingis has got 10 points here in the second half. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And good that time.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Porzingis. D right on him. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. The Dude's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Dude.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Bilic. And it's off from 3-point range. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And another one falls. Amazing.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Out left to the wing. Here's Christie. And they recover it. Outside Williams. Over Sohan. Tries again. It's blocked. Here's the Dude. Misses the shot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg.
Shake it, MP. Woo! I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
But first up, let's head over to my team for some triple threat online action with our 2K TV award winner, eBay.
About to tear the roof off.
You guys inspire us. We love you. You're the best. We've got nothing but love for you.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
underway, that was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. They've got Castle, and it's Valentine in at the power forward position. And for Cleveland, we've got Mikal Bridges, And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer, whether it's games of consequence that magnify things or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. And as a catalyst for his team offensively, MP has stated his focus on setting up his teammates. He wants to be a top distributor.
MP could have a playlist of masterful assists by the end of his career. He finds so many ways to set up baskets and outsmart defenses. It's awesome for his teammates and frustrating for defenders.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Allen. Bridges, left side. Allen a screen. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Here's the dude. Here he goes. And he buries his first look. And just about a minute into this first quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. Allen. And it's Webb with a rebound. And it's the Spurs ball. Pass to the dude. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Valentine can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Tyson. Bridges outside. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Bridges has got 5.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Here's Bridges. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Bridges can't get that one to fall.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Spurs.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
San Antonio leading. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's the dude, coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
It's Bridges on the wing. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Kolek. The 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Spurs lead by 4. Down low. Here's Valentine. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You will be punished for your mistakes.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's the dude, Allen defending. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Mitchell's checked in for the Cavaliers. gets them both. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And it's Allen who slams it home.
For a big, Allen is so fluid, setting a pick and then gracefully rolling into position.
The dude gets the bucket. The dude's got 12.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Bridges with it. He's got 5. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. He gets it in there. Allen's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Here's the dude. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Here's Kolek. He's scoreless. Left side, Mitchell. The rebound by the Spurs. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy, but they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Here's Valentine. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 6. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
Kolek's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Dennis. Soft touch off the glass.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Left side, Mitchell. Pass to Kolek. Shot clock at 5. Allen a screen. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Webb with a rebound. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-6 run. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Inside, here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Castle. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now, 3 for 3.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Allen. Bridges outside. Here's Tyson. Takes a 3. The shot, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's the dude. He's guarded by Bridges. Dennis gets the bucket. And now a 12-point San Antonio lead.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Allen outside. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. Cleveland calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And San Antonio making a change here. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. In third, the Spurs.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
A minute 20.
Hey, come to me, come to me.
Monte's checked in for Jared Allen.
It's all you, MP. You got this.
Here's the dude. Checked by Mitchell. Here's the dude. Pass to Webb. Wide open look. Buries the jump shot.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Wembanyama, and it's Valentine in at the small forward position.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Valentine, still without a bucket. The dude passes to Webb. Stolen by Mitchell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude, in their last time out against the Thunder, really lit up the floor. He had an unbelievable amount of points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Spencer. Drops in the three. Spencer's got 6 points.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Here's the dude. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pippen. 5 on the clock. Rebound by San Antonio. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Here's the dude. Driving to the basket. And here's Wembanyama. Here's Webb. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Here's Pippen. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling up the box score.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And San Antonio making a change here. Sohan's checked in. On defense, the Spurs. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And there's the screen. Here's Pippen. Sohan with a rebound.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got a feel for them tonight. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Spencer. 6 points for him. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 4. Here's Spencer. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Spencer's got 8 points in the quarter. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Bridges down low. The three from Mitchell. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Sinks the tray.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Kolek. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Pass to Dennis. Here's the dude. Six to shoot. Sohan outside. Fires the three. Mitchell grabs a miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Here's Kolek. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Allen outside. Now here's Bridges. Guarded closely. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. San Antonio's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. The dude gets the bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Kolek. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Allen finds Bridges. Here's Tyson to the inside. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. To the paint. To the wing on the left. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. San Antonio shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Grant was... And so the San Antonio Spurs building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back to the game after this break.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the San Antonio Spurs.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course. I like it. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, the Cavaliers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. We've got Jared Allen, and it's Kolek in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Bridges down low, and rejected. Here's Castle. Here's Valentine. Nice shot from the wing. Valentine's gotten his second bucket. And Cleveland has possession. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Pass to the dude. Here's Dennis. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Webb. Launches a three. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's Tyson. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Cleveland shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Rejected by Allen.
Allen with the range and the length to block shots anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Webb with a rebound. Webb's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's the dude. Allen defending. Pass to the dude. Clock at 6. Here's Dennis. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. Dennis has got 9 points.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Here's Tyson. He has 6. Here's Kolek. Rebound by San Antonio. Valentine's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Castle. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
To the inside. Allen. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Pass to the dude. It's rebounded by Cleveland. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. Here's Kolek. No points yet. Bridges, right side. Pass to Tyson. From deep. Dennis with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And the Spurs making a change here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Spurs.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Sinks it from distance.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass, right where it needed to be.
And there's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Cleveland Cavaliers. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And that game against the Rockets, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Here's Valentine. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3. Valentine's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to the dude. Outside Wembanyama. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Tyson. 9 points in the game. Bridges with it.
Get the perimeter.
Unloads from 13. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama, the pass to the dude. Here's Valentine. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. Valentine's got 10.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Kolek. No points so far. Down low. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
What coaches love about Allen is he finds points. You don't have to run a ton of stuff for him.
Here's the dude. Allen defending. 2 points. That one goes. The dude's got 6 points in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 14. Here's Tyson from outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. 12 points for him.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Kolek. Bridges outside. Inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
With the drive. Here's the dude. No luck on that one. Nice D from Bridges. Cleveland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Tyson. 12 points for him. Back to Bridges. Allen a screen. Shoots. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Kolek. Yet to see a basket. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 20 feet. And he can't get that one.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
He's guarded by Bridges. The dude passes to Valentine. Here's the dude. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Spencer. Give him 8. With 4 on the clock. That shot, no good. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. San Antonio on. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Cleveland calls timeout. They're behind by 32. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they have to go for the foul here, and the faster the better. You can't let the clock run out.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And so in the game for the Spurs. The dude's shot is off. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Kolek. Here's Tyson. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to the dude.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA.
That's what I'm talking about. Night, MP. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in? These are the games you have to win to be taken serious.
and going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with... Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at San Antonio. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Houston just need to take it a game at a time.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Alperon Şengün. Thompson is out there with Smith. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Kemp in at the point guard. And for the Spurs, they've got Victor Wembanyama, the dude out there with Castle. Then there's Webb. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
The dude passes to Webb. Here's Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Thompson sets the pick for Whitmore. And Thompson throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time. Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Pass to Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
In the corner, it's Whitmore. Over Castle. And it's Whitmore missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Now, here's Kemp. Kemp a screen on Wembanyama. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Şengün, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what Coach wants from Şengün.
They grab their own miss, launches it. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Cam Whitmore.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Thompson, left side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
And the three ball is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's the dude, Kemp defending, and the basket by Castle.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
That's good from Kemp on the assist by Thompson.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Castle. Unloads from 13. Şengün with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And here is Webb. And the layup's good off the glass. Webb's got 7.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Kemp kicks to Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Here's the dude. He's got 6. Here's Castle. And the Rockets making a change here. Whitehead's checked in. Here's the dude. 6 on the shot clock. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Smith wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Gary, Şengün covering. Here's the dude. 8 points for him. Here's Castle. The three-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 3. Thompson with it. Pass to Whitehead. Puts up a 3. The shot by Thompson, no good.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And that one's good, the dude.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Whitehead. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one's good, the dude.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Here's Wembanyama. Off with the layup. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Whitehead. He has yet to score. Pass to Whitmore. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. Another miss by Houston. San Antonio leading by 7. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's the dude. Whitehead with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 17 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now Smith, an 11-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Whitmore with it, over Castle, misses the wing J.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the dude in the last outing against the Cavaliers played really well. He scored 24 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. He found a way to impact the game in a number of ways. A terrific all-around effort. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Whitehead passes to Wiseman. It's Whitmore, top of the key. Pass to Whitehead. Smith outside. Here's Whitehead from downtown. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's the dude going inside, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Spurs have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Valentine's checked in for Houston. Here's Whitmore. He's got 5. To the inside. Here's Wiseman. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Pass to the dude. Here he goes. There's a killer two-handed slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now Whitmore, 17 points in his last outing. Nice D from the dude. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Cam Whitmore is out there with Whitehead. Then there's James Wiseman. Then there's Valentine. Here's Castle. He's coming off a 22-point game against Cleveland.
And it was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Whitmore with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
He hits the second from the line. Spurs leading by 10. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Castle. Back to Sohan. Wiseman with the rebound. The Rockets shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Now Whitmore. He has 6. Here's Whitehead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Rockets have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. First free throw is good. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. And a switch here also for Houston. Kemp's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Making some changes. Şengün comes in for Wiseman, and Smith subbed in for Whitmore. And some nice passing there by Houston. Smith for 3. Good on the triple. Smith's got 8.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Wembanyama passes to the dude. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to the dude. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And that's 21 points for the dude.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Şengün. Off target with the jump hook.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Kemp passes to Whitehead. Softly drops in the floater. Whitehead's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
11 feet away. Valentine grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 17. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
The Spurs making a switch here. Castle's checked in. Outside Kemp. And here is Şengün. He picked up 24 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Smith for three. San Antonio with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Smith. For San Antonio, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Out to the right wing. Thompson outside. Over Valentine. Another miss by Houston.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The dude. Thompson with the rebound. The Rockets shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Shots good by Whitehead.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
San Antonio leading by 20. Pass to Castle. 1:37 left here in the second. Here's the dude, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Kemp. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Castle. Kemp defending. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Trains it from beyond the arc. Castle's got 13.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Kemp deciding where to go with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Houston, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Houston. Kemp taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Valentine's checked in for Whitehead. And he's good on the second. And so it's San Antonio with it. Pass to Castle. Here's the dude. Shoots the 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Now here's Thompson. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Şengün. Nobody near Kemp. The Rockets with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
I hope we get to see all of these guys expand the field if you have to.
Yeah, just get a center or a power forward in there. The game has evolved. Us big guys need a rest.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Spurs.
They've been...
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Webb. Castle is out there with the dude. Then there's Wembanyama. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Thompson. Outside, Kemp. Thompson outside. The shot. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's the dude. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The dude's got 30 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Castle. Webb with it. Here's the dude. He has 30. He had a nice open look right there. Wembanyama has got 5 now.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Kemp passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Whitmore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 11.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
The dude passes to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. From down in the low post, it goes.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Kemp with a screen for Whitmore. Here's Şengün. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by the Spurs.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The dude passes to Wembanyama. Misses the 3.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
In the corner, it's Whitmore. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. From outside the arc, that shot off.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Pass to Webb. Here's the dude. Here's Castle. 15 points in the game. Count it. Castle's got 17 now.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
These guys have been spacing the floor, spreading out the defense, and getting the three-point shots they want as opposed to settling for bad ones.
Here's Şengün. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Connects from three-point range.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's the dude. Rockets with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Thompson.
Watch outside.
Whitmore with it. 11 points in the game.
And after that fantastic first half, he's having trouble finding that shooting stroke.
Pass to the dude. Out to the right wing. Here's Webb. Drops one in from the wing. Webb's got 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
To the middle, and Şengün throws it down.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Pass to Smith. Thompson, a screen on Webb. Şengün with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
To the paint. Smith finds Thompson. Back to Smith. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
The dude misses. And for the Rockets, their shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Back to Thompson. Outside for Kemp. Just 4 to shoot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 6th assist on the night.
You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Here's the dude. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's 36 points for the dude.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Thompson passes to Kemp. Smith against Webb. Back to Whitmore. Here's Kemp. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And how about the numbers here for Şengün? Averaging about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Valentine's checked in for Webb, and it's Vassell in for Castle.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
The dude. Whitehead with the rebound. The Rockets shooting 43% for the game. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Thompson passes to Şengün. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
So it's the Spurs now. Here's the dude. Boom, he jams it straight down.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. And another 3 for Houston.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's the dude. Whitmore defending. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Victor Wembanyama.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
All free throws good from the dude. Here's Whitmore. 14 points for him. Pass to Whitehead. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Valentine for 3. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's the dude. Whitmore defending, and the shot goes in. The dude's got 44. Rockets shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Spurs have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That's good from the dude. All free throws good from the dude. There's 10 seconds left in the third. Now Kemp puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Spurs running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Here's the dude. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith feeling it out a bit. Here's Kemp. Banked in off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Holmes passes to the dude. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Thompson outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP. This Portland crowd ain't ready for your flavor? Show what's up.
Competition, give you all some 2K gaming.